No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today we got one of the youngest rising superstars coming out of Texas. My boy RNB.FOEMOB in the building.
What's going down? What's going down?
How you feeling?
Feeling good.
What's going on? You guys out here at BET weekend? What's going on?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got any other stuff planned?
Yeah, hell yeah. Lots of shit we finna be working.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What, you like going to parties and stuff? You doing interviews, features?
Parties, interviews, features, studio, all that.
Oh really?
Right, yeah.
Nice.
I'm living it up.
What other interviews you doing?
Shit, we ain't like them yet, but we know we got a couple people that just want to get some. We see what they talking about.
Okay. Be careful. We're the only legit ones. Everybody else is kind of shiesty.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to be careful with everybody else. Everybody besides us. Here, you're good, but everywhere else, a little all over the place. Okay. So, you're kind of like, I feel like when everybody talks about Texas, which obviously is like kind of one of the more buzzing states in terms of rap at this moment, but they usually talk about Dallas and Houston and San Antonio, not always in the conversation, but you feel like you're kind of representing as the at the forefront of the city right now?
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. What was it like growing up out there? Tell me a little bit about it.
Mine, rough. It's good days, bad days. Got to get it how you get it, but shit, I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? I pulled through, made it out.
Definitely.
And I'm putting on that way everybody else could get their way up out of there too. You know what I'm saying?
What like compared to other major cities in Texas, how do you feel like it compares? Like, is there anything in particular about San Antonio that stands out?
It's a mix. It's a melting pot. It's like Houston, just on a smaller scale. Yeah.
Okay. So do you prefer it still, or would you rather live somewhere like Houston or Dallas?
I'd rather move up out of there just for everybody in there's like crabs in a bucket. But I with it though, that's my city, you know what I'm saying? There's love out there.
So you're already kind of seeing that where people are maybe not appreciative of you changing your life?
I've been seeing that even before it was me with my partners and shit. They partners switching up on them. Then I start getting my name and my partners start acting weird, moving funny and shit. It's like that out there.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's worse out there because there's less opportunities, whereas somewhere like Houston is like a little bit more going on, so it's easier for people there's more to go around in terms of money, fans?
They feel like it's more, it's a smaller, it's like a smaller pot to grab out of out there. So, you know what I'm saying? You get all the fans and niggas start getting jealous, like, them supposed to be my fans on some shit.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
So, you grew up with both parents, or what was your family dynamic like?
And I grew up with my granny, my auntie, my mama, my uncles, my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, and then my dad was there, but he was gangbanging. He was 5-star.
But that was all in one house?
That was in one house, yeah.
Holy shit.
In 3-bedroom.
So when you went to bed, like your room, was it your room or how many other people were in there?
I had my siblings in there sometimes, my cousins in there sometimes. It's just depending.
Okay.
Yeah, like if the AC was on and shit, we would bunch up, you know what I'm saying? If it was off, we spread out through the whole house.
Okay, wow. So you said your dad was gangbanging. Like, what did that like? At what age did you start to realize that your dad was in the streets?
Young, he was putting that on. He put that into my blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Young, my dad from Oakland, so he when he came down there, he had kids and shit. He kind of threw that into how he raised me, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So what ethnicity are your parents?
My dad?
Yeah.
Black Puerto Rican.
Your dad's black and Puerto Rican and your mom's what?
Spanish and white.
Okay. Because you're like one of the more unique looking rappers I've interviewed over the years in terms of ethnic ambiguity.
Yeah, but we ain't trying to talk about the race shit though, because we ain't trying to put that out on the public eye, the race conversation.
Oh really? You don't like people knowing about it?
No, we don't want nobody knowing yet. We working on something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do like a race reveal at some point?
Yeah.
I mean, like some YouTubers have to do that. Like they don't show their face. They just like have like a blank screen.
It's just because everybody been calling me Mexican. They've been running with it, and I don't want to jump out and be like, I'm not Mexican. Everybody gonna like, what the fuck?
Okay.
That's why I've just been letting everybody say what they say. Why is he saying nigga and all that? So I'm just letting them run with it. But we don't want to talk about the race though on the interview. Okay.
What part, like what race, or if you could say, like what part do you feel like you relate to the most?
Shit, Hispanic and black. It's mixed out there, so it's like, it's both. You know what I'm saying? I speak a little Spanish, but my family black though. Auntie, daddy, cousins, uncles, all them black. You know what I'm saying?
So like growing up, you didn't feel like you had as much of a, did you feel like you had as much black influence as the Hispanic influence? Or I mean, Texas is a little different.
I lived on the black side of town. I live on the east side of shit. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And did you feel like, was it a situation where you didn't feel like you 100% fit in with one crowd, or like you were kind of trying to figure it out?
Nah, hell no. Hell no. It was never like that. It was always just ain't nobody was really tripping until I started blowing up, and it's people from other states and shit like Midwest and shit. They like, what's going on over here? You know what I'm saying? They just don't get it.
Yeah, because like I mean, we're kind of having that conversation because it's like it feels like the Hispanic audience is gigantic, but then it feels like Hispanic rappers sometimes like just don't blow up as often or as fast. Like it's kind of something about the fact that when you perform a show, it's a gigantic percentage Hispanic people in the audience, but then it's also like a little bit delayed or a little bit tougher for the Hispanic artists to really like get a grip on the fan base.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that for me.
Okay.
My fan base started off with black folks. And then it went on to it mixed. It's always been kind of even, really. It was like black and Mexican like the whole way through.
Do you feel like Texas is pretty united race-wise?
Race-wise, yeah. Race-wise, yeah. Blacks and Mexicans stand together strong, for sure. We fuck with white people. We stand together strong. Asians and shit, especially in Houston. Asians are strong out there in Houston.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were a kid, what kind of kid were you growing up in this super crowded household and everything? Like what was life like at that age?
When I was a loud kid. I was a problem. I was an issue for my parents and shit. But yeah, you know, I was just being a kid. Had to grow up out of that. Grew up fast.
Okay. So you were always getting in trouble and stuff in school?
Yeah, bad.
And how would your family deal with this? Did they like really emphasize education and stuff, or were they kind of letting you just get into bullshit?
No, it was really like ass whoopings and shit. Or like if I would get in a fight or somebody would try to do some shit, I wouldn't fight them. Then they would make me go back to school the next day and go fight them, that type of shit.
Really?
Till we moved out, me and my mom and my brother and sister.
Did you feel like you still had a decent number of like male role models, even though your father wasn't really around?
Yeah, my uncle. That was like my daddy. He died though. But yeah.
He died when you were what age?
Like 11.
Damn, so was that tough?
Yeah.
That was like the first major loss that you took in life?
Nah.
Really? So you lost other people before that as well?
Yeah, my GG and my partner.
For sure. But would you say that you had it rough, or were things okay? Did you feel like you were struggling? Like, is that part of what you think fuels your hustle at this point, is just wanting to have the stuff that you didn't have as a kid?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? We had it rough, especially once we moved out. Mama was trying to do it by herself. Daddy stopped fucking with us. He was like, man, yeah, he was doing his own thing. Got locked up, got there, told him we needed some paper. He threw me a pack and was like, go get your own paper, basically.
Yeah, I heard this story. That's pretty remarkable. Like, so what age were you that you went to your dad and you basically...
I was like 12, 11.
Okay. And you asked your dad for money and he basically said, nah, but here's some dope.
I seen him making his bread and I was like, look, I need some money and we need money and this and that. And you say you a man. And he was like, well, you want to act and talk like a man, you're going to be a man. That was it for a while till he got sick and he started dying and then we got cool again.
So when he got sick, he got humbled a little bit and cared more about having a relationship with his kids?
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you think he was doing drugs as well, or he was just out there selling drugs?
Oh, no, he was doing drugs too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It could be easy to get lost in that shit, you know?
Yeah, so.
I'm sure you've got a little bit of an idea, yeah.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, how much like instruction or warning did your dad give you? Because I feel like if I was going to get somebody into the drug game, there's just so much that even me as somebody who's not really in that I could tell them, like, this is what you do if the cops pull you over. This is what you do in this situation. If somebody tries to rob you, et cetera, there's like so many different scenarios that he could possibly like kind of advise you on. Like, how much did he really tell you when he gave you some work?
Man, he told me, don't let nobody fuck me over on it. Make sure I'm keeping up with my money and shit. Don't start smoking. Don't start doing this and that. And you know, if I get caught up by the police and he don't know me, I don't know him, and that's that. Like, I'm choosing to do that, or I could shut the fuck up basically and sit there and let my mama do what she was doing her best to do. But you know what I'm saying? I took the harder way. Paid off.
Definitely. Yeah. So how deep into selling drugs do you get?
I got deep. Like, my deepest point, I was in there pretty deep. Like pretty deep. Yeah.
And just, did you get to the point of like we were still doing like individual sales to just people you knew
I was
and stuff?
A plug at one point. Like,
really?
Niggas would come to me get 100 packs and shit like that.
Even when you're in high school?
Yeah, in high school.
Wow.
Yeah, I just got out of high school.
Oh, right. Okay. 'Cause I think I saw you said you were born in 2004.
Yeah, I'm 19.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. So was it the kind of thing, I mean, I can't even imagine. I feel like one thing about being in high school is that like, it's very hard to keep a secret. Like every time in high school that I like hooked up with a girl or anything. Like I would try to keep it low, and it never worked. Like everybody was just talking about each other like crazy at that point. So I feel like being like really involved with drugs would be tough to keep a secret.
Shit, I ain't want it to really be a secret. I had a good method though, so it wasn't like I was tripping on getting hemmed up. I'm not just serving through the school. I'm telling people they placing orders the day before. I pull up in the morning, serve everybody, and then I'm clean for the rest of the day. Now I'm just walking around with bread on me.
Okay.
I'll fuck around, just leave and go home. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So if you sell weed in a place like Texas, or like I assume you were kind of selling to like a younger clientele, is like having carts on deck, is that kind of like a big part of it? That's what a lot of people want?
No, I was serving everything.
Okay.
And everybody. Nigga, I was serving old ladies. I had customers that was 50, 60 years old.
Really?
Pulling up, getting 3, 4, 5 pens, a little zip of some gas, nigga, some other shit.
How much does a pen go for from somebody like you?
Shit, I had it going on. I was getting in 2 gram favors when they first came out for $10.
Oh wow.
And I was serving them for like 40, 50.
Definitely.
Some shit.
Damn. So at one point, what do you think the most money you had from doing all this was at a certain point?
I had ran up like 10, 15 bands.
Nice. And you're smoking weed too?
I was, yeah, at the time. Then I stopped. I had
Okay.
a bad trip on 12 grams of shrooms. Did I look?
And that made you not even want to smoke weed anymore?
Every time I smoke weed after that, I got paranoid.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. What stopped you from, or I don't know if it stopped you, but like, I mean, obviously if you're selling weed, there's higher profit margins to be had from selling coke, pills, etc. Like, did you dabble in all that as well?
Something like that, yeah. Kind of.
Okay.
That's some shit.
But I mean, selling weed in comparison though, it's like, it's you're making less money, but you're also, you know, you're not going to catch like super serious charges unless you have some crazy amount of weed on you, right?
No, pens is felonies in Texas.
Really?
Yeah, their pens is felonies because it's a controlled substance or some shit. So it's like a dope charge. Like you get caught with pens, it's like getting caught with dope.
Damn.
Obviously, the judge ain't gonna sentence you as bad, but it's gonna be higher time than you get caught with your regular weed.
For sure. So the only reason why you stopped selling drugs was because the music started working?
Yeah.
Really?
I wasn't selling drugs because I wanted to, nigga.
But so, were you like, were you just kind of like grinding with the music all along? Because like when I was going back into the catalog, and you got songs from like maybe 2-3 years ago, right? So when you were 16, is that when you started putting music out, or at what point you really started working on it?
I started working on music on Ankle Monitor.
Okay.
Yeah, so 17.
So you caught another case, or that original case that you ended up beating?
So from like 15 16, all the way to 18, I was fighting just one case.
So you're stuck in the crib. You're like, I got to rap.
Yeah, I was in that motherfucker going crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
But once they let me off Monitor, though, I went to the studio. Them kept telling me, they're like, man, you got to take this shit to the studio. You got to. So I took it to the studio, went in there, did it, put it out. It got like 400 views. Did it a couple more times. Did a music video, chilled for a little bit. P.O. called me. I was still on papers. He called me. And he was like, hey, before your birthday comes up, you got to go to school again at least 1 or 2 more times, or I'm going to have to violate you. Just trying to hold me just because he knew I was about to get off. I was like, cool. I went to all my classes, asked my teachers if they could just say I was there because I had something going on. My PO needed me to be at school. They said, I got you. So I left. Came back the next day, went to do the same thing again, ended up staying in my English class, chopping it up with some people because they was asking me about music. Teacher heard me talking about it. She's from the east side. And she was like, I'll put a beat on freestyle right now. Waited for like a few days. My birthday came up. I was like, I'm going to post this shit. This shit look cool. Posted it. Woke up the next morning. It was out of it.
Damn, it's just like that, huh? Yeah. So then you kind of like took this whole scenario and shot a music video based around it for that classroom freestyle?
I sat there and listened to that bitch like 10 times, wrote down everything.
Oh, so that's actually the rap from that situation with your teacher?
Yeah, so what I did was I went and listened to the video I posted on Instagram, wrote down everything, cleaned it up a little bit, structured it, and then I went to the studio, recorded that hoe, put it out, did a video, put it on World Store, and shit, I took the game and ran with it.
Damn. So going into all this though, did you have anybody around you that had any kind of experience in the music industry or anything, or were you pretty much just doing everything yourself?
I was doing everything myself for up until right when I started putting that shit out with Classroom Freestyle. Then I locked in with my engineer at the time. He was managing Izzy 93, he another rapper from San Antonio.
Oh yeah, I seen him.
Yeah, and I had met their engineer through Izzy brother. So he was like, look, I'll start managing you. You could pay me and this and that. I help you. We was running it for a little bit, but he wasn't really doing it good. So I ended up stopping. And so for 8 months, I was managing myself. And I locked in with Austin Martin. And shit, we ended up dropping that Texas song. Now here I'm again.
Right.
Doing it again.
Yeah, for sure. So was there any like particular thought that went into the Texas song that you thought that that was going to be like a big record for you, or it just happened to hit?
I ain't like it.
Really?
Because my voice, and I'm from Texas. I already knew everybody was going to try to say, oh, he sound like Big X, he sound like Voodoo. And I was like, I ain't even trying to hear that shit. But they was like, nigga, that shit hard. That. And I knew X wasn't going to think I'm trying to copy and jack his swag and shit. So I was like, man, let's just post it, see what it do. Boom. That bitch went crazy. I was like, shit.
Yeah, it's an interesting first record because I feel like the number one thing, like me being older, when I talk to younger dudes, it just kind of stands out that they usually don't know shit about rap history or whatever, which of course they're younger. Of course, they're not going to really know about the past 20, 30 years of rap or whatever. But in that song, you're kind of like showing a shitload of respect to the history and the traditions of hip hop in Texas, which was, I feel like that's the kind of thing that's probably going to endear a lot of people to you because it's like, oh, it's a young kid, but he's not just got this sort of shitty attitude of like, I don't care about anything that came before me, you know, which I feel like a lot of older fans probably appreciate. Do you hear that from people here and there?
Hell yeah. I hear that a lot. Yeah.
Where do you think that knowledge kind of comes from? Who was teaching you about rap when you were young, or did you just kind of get really super into it over the years?
I just always hung around older niggas, like old heads and shit. I hang out with young niggas in the streets, and then I hang with old heads when I was just hanging around type shit. So I was my partners my age, but other than that, I've just always been around old niggas.
Right. And when you drive around by yourself, you listening to older Texas rap?
Hell yeah.
That is like more a part of the culture out there, I feel like, than most cities in America. Like when you hear that Motown Dawn freestyle and everybody in the audience knows the words, it's kind of like, oh shit, like LA, I don't know if I can think of a comparative underground song that everybody knows every word to like that, you know?
That's that shit right there.
That's a Motown, Mo City Dawn, right?
City
yeah,
Dawn.
I said it wrong. My bad. That's dope though. Like, was there any? What's like your favorite stuff from back in the day in terms of rappers and everything?
I fuck with it all, nigga. I listen to Sade, Fugees, shit, nigga, everything. I mean everything. Isley Brothers, Tevin Campbell. I listen to all that. I listen to new music. I just love music.
Definitely.
Good for your soul.
I feel like sometimes I listen to like younger artists coming out of Texas and the music's super fast. And I'm like, okay, this is stuff that exists in a totally different world than the sort of like chopped and screwed shit that kind of defined hip hop from Texas like back in the day. But then it's dope hearing somebody like you that clearly is like kind of has influences from prior generations as well.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's really just a South thing. We real heavy just in the South in general. That's how it was. Project Pat, Alabama, Memphis, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Texas, Louisiana, all that shit. With Louisiana more got that bounce to it, but you know what I'm saying? No, it's just that South. For
sure. Okay, but so do you feel comfortable, like if you were gonna go do a song with somebody and they had like a straight up drill beat, is that attractive to you, or do you feel like you have like a specific type of beat you like to get on?
I don't like drill beats, but I really fuck with a lot of shit, samples, pianos, guitars. I do melodic shit, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of different type of music. Right now though, I'm just fading off this type, letting everybody catch the flow on that. Once everybody gets solidified with that, and start throwing other shit out there. And once I get, you know what I'm saying? Keep expanding the menu on some shit.
Definitely. I mean, you probably have like one of the deepest voices of anybody I've ever interviewed. Was like, do you remember like going through puberty? Was there one day where you were like 12 and your voice wasn't deep, and then all of a sudden it just kind of and just like became like that?
My voice didn't really get deep till like 16.
Really?
Yeah, I had squeaky ass voice.
Really? And then one day it just changed? Because that happens to everybody. It just feels like it was probably more abrupt with you.
I ain't really noticed it till like people started mentioning it when I was making music, and I started like really putting my voice out. And everybody was like, your voice deep as hell. And I started like think about it and look at old videos and shit when I was young. I was like, damn, my voice did get deep as hell. But yeah, that shit kind of just happened.
Do you think that was part of why you decided to rap?
Nah.
Just my voice is unique?
Nah, no? I didn't even notice it till after I was already rapping and shit.
Definitely. Okay, so you were also playing football during this whole time period that you were rapping and also selling drugs? Or okay, you stopped football to start rapping.
Juvenile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
you just weren't going to be able to manage the two, or was there like a thing where you had to keep a clean record?
And shit. And my record up, my grades were bad, and I was just feeling like fuck football. Like, the chance of me getting something off of football is too far down the line. Niggas got to pay the bills right now. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, that's real. Yeah. Did you feel like you were real talented at that at a certain point?
Yeah, for sure. My uncle taught me how to play football when I was young. We used to stand outside, throw it. He would make me outrun routes and shit. Then I started playing in middle school, played for played for Judson Middle School. I got kicked out. Then I went and played for Woodlake Middle School. Then 9th grade year for Judson, I was on starting team linebacker, and I went to juvenile.
Right.
But Judson be smacking shit though. So for you to be on starting in Judson, you gotta really be something crazy.
Did you, like, as you kind of got more into having a fun lifestyle, was that kind of what did it? Like, I was interviewing somebody the other day who said that they were like fully on the track to be a football player, and then they just started smoking weed and it was just over.
Nah.
It wasn't like that?
Nah, hell no. I would like take breaks from smoking. Like if we had a game coming up, I wouldn't smoke as much. Or I'd have my lungs out of the way right. Like anything I do, I try to do it like out of the way, like do it serious and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a big decision to make, being an athlete. Like, looking at it now, I understand like how valuable that opportunity is and everything, but it's definitely not for everybody to be waking up early, focusing on your cardio, eating clean, like doing all the shit that goes into it, lifting weights, having to practice. I mean, it's got such an intense decision.
It's a lot, but it was good though, because when I was in football, it was keeping me from being in the streets more.
Right.
Like, I gotta get my shit off, do what I had to do, and then I gotta go to football practice, or I got a game, or I gotta stay at the school for this. After I got out of juvenile, and before, like, you know what I'm saying, after the classroom freestyle, it was like a gap, like 8-9 months, where I still didn't really leave everything alone in the streets, and I didn't have football, I didn't have nothing to stop me from it, where I started going wild. Like, it was no stop. Like, I'm sleeping in the trenches for a week in the car without changing. I'm just outside in the driveway in the car sleeping.
Really?
Waking up, going to it, coming back, sleeping. Waking up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, bad. Going to parties, serving people, making everybody leave, sleeping at somebody random ass house. Like, hey, bro, I'm finna sleep here.
Really?
You gotta know I'm sleeping here. I'll be up in 4 or 5 hours. I'm leaving.
And were you just like so focused on the money that you just couldn't see past that?
Yeah, I couldn't see anything else.
But did you feel like you had something you were building towards, or you just kind of stuck in a habit?
I mean, it was stuck in a habit for sure, but it was, for me, money always been more than just money. Like, I'm not a get money just to have money and buy shit and do cool shit and jewelry and hoes and drugs and party. It ain't money for me. Ain't that. Money for me is, you know, it's important. It's a tool, you know what I'm saying? You can't wash your ass, you can't brush your teeth without money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have paper to do that. You can't pay your water, buy a toothbrush, buy toothpaste, you gotta go steal it. Can't do nothing without no money.
But was that a tough decision to take a step back from the streets and just really focus on the music? Like, was there a moment where you just decided, like, all right, I gotta leave this other shit in the past 100%?
Yeah, it was when I got arrested for assault with a deadly weapon. But I'm finna beat that though.
Oh, so you still have another case?
Yeah, I'm fighting an assault with a deadly weapon. I'm fighting a shooting case right now.
Oh shit! Can you say anything about that situation, or it's just fully okay?
Yeah, no, hell no.
For sure. Okay. So was it partially like your management or the people in your corner that kind of convinced you to leave that shit alone?
It was my brother, my older brother from well, he's not my brother, but he's my brother though. You know what I'm saying? From the trenches and shit. He was just telling me, he was like, bitch, you gotta do this. You can't quit. So I was telling him, like, nigga, I'm finna quit. I'm finna stop all this bullshit. I don't care about this shit. It ain't bringing in no paper. And niggas keep telling me I'm to quit the streets, but why I'm gonna quit making money when, nigga, I need money? You know what I'm saying? And I prayed on it, and he was just telling me, bitch, don't stop. Look at me, nigga, I f***ed up. You can't stop. You ain't got no kids. You ain't got no reason to not keep going. He's like, you're not a quitter, nigga, don't quit. And you know what I'm saying? I prayed on it. Talked to God about it. Made my mind up, and it was hard to stop, but I stopped. And, you know, God rewarded me for it.
For sure. Do you end up having conversations with labels? Do you end up signing?
We've talked to some labels and shit. Hell yeah, talked to lots of them.
Oh yeah, I saw you said that you had like 20 label deals offered to you or something like that.
Yeah, I've talked to every label more than once.
What's keeping you from actually signing?
Shit, man, you know, just working, trying to get the right thing going down.
Do you feel like you just want to build more and establish yourself more before you make that kind of decision?
Yeah.
Definitely. Do you see the value though? You think that they could actually like blow you up faster or take your shit to a bigger level?
Yeah, they for sure can. They got so many resources and shit. It's easy. A lot of these niggas they be on labels too. They numbers like good, like a small piece of their numbers. Not most of their numbers be real, but a small piece be fake. They got whole warehouses full of phones and computers and shit that they run.
Yeah.
Add a couple streams. They can only do so many though, because it'll catch. But like a couple 100,000 here and there.
Yeah.
Making everybody some paper. Plus it look good. When it look good, everybody like, oh look, he got this many views. Let's see why he got that many. Oh, he hard. Like they could blow you up for sure.
Yeah, no, I've seen it before where I interviewed somebody and then the interview gets, like 10,000 views and then all of a sudden one day it's got 110,000 views and you're like, oh, okay. So that was your plan here? I was going to interview you and you were just going to cop the views? Like, it's kind of crazy because it's super obvious to me on the back end looking at the algorithm or looking at the analytics and just
you look at
see this huge spike.
Yeah, like this shit don't be adding up.
I mean, if they really are going for it, they're going to buy the likes and they're going to buy the comments. And sometimes you even, and you can even see like the comments will be like kind of good. They'll be like kind of, it's not super obvious. Like it's super obvious when you look at it and every single comment is like, wow, I really respect what you did with this. Like, and it doesn't really make sense. But like, I'll see that the comments are kind of like, they probably put terms into like the bot, like so that the comments are more realistic.
Shit, hell yeah, it's AI and shit now. They probably got AI doing all that shit. You
that's
know
a
what
good
I'm
point.
saying?
The AI got to make it way easier.
Yeah, facts.
Damn, that's a good point. Who was the first like artist that reached out to you showing love or wanting to work with you?
Greedo.
Really?
Greedo, Gucci Mane. Yeah.
That's dope. Do you and Greedo, have you thought about doing music with somebody like him?
We got a song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's already out?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we linked up in the city, came out there and did a show. We did a show together.
Really? You shot a video out there or you just got in the studio?
Nah, we just in the studio at the club, beat some niggas up at the club together.
Wait, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that's crazy. Just a random situation or you got mutual
we
ops?
started fighting security guards and shit. Nigga, like, somebody walked in tripping. We finna blow this bitch down. Everybody said, huh? We was in Texas, though, so that's normal. Like, everybody got pipes on them out there.
Right.
We nigga, huh? I'm talking about security guards start fighting us. Niggas, tasers, batons. It was going down. It was like 50 people fighting. Wow. I swear to God.
That's crazy. I mean, Greedo spent 5 years in a prison in Texas, so I'm sure he caught some of the local flavor, even if it was behind bars.
Yeah, Greedo, cool people. Greedo.
Yeah, he's a legend out here, man.
Yeah.
But okay, when Gucci tapped in with you, was it a feeling of like, holy shit, my ship just came in, this is my big break? Or were you more skeptical, like, I don't know, it's like, I hear a lot of young rappers say they don't want to sign to an established rapper.
We manifested that shit.
Really?
We kept joking about it. Like, bitch, Gucci Mane finna hit me up, where this shit going. And we kept saying it, joking about it. And then one day the nigga texted me for real. I thought I was tripping. Really? I was helping my partner do some construction shit, renovating some apartment or some shit. Nigga texted me. I was like, bitch, what the
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it was live.
Damn.
Bitch.
Did you think about meeting up with him or anything like that? Or how did the conversation go?
We chopped it up one time. Shit wasn't looking right on my end. I just wasn't comfortable with the terms and shit. Then I went to Atlanta to meet with one of his A&Rs from Atlantic. Shit wasn't looking right. And then I just, I respectfully had turned it down. Everybody blasting me online like I just like shut his whole shit down. But it didn't go that way. I just like turned it down. You know what I'm saying? I guess the way I said it made people think I like did some crazy shit, but I just wasn't rocking with the deal. Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying?
I mean, it is kind of crazy because Gucci has signed so many legendary rappers over the years, but it's also almost kind of became a meme that like,
the Gucci Mane curse and shit.
Well, yeah, that, and there's just the idea that like if you're like a street rapper and you start having motion, that like Gucci is gonna show up in your DMs. Like he's just kind of been like so consistent with that over the years that people almost just make a joke out of it. But it's still a pretty serious cosign. Like there's so many rappers I can think of that like the only thing I really know about them is that Gucci cosigned them at a certain point.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
shit show.
Definitely. But did you feel like if you signed to him, you're gonna go to jail?
Nah.
It feels kind of consistent.
I was already going to jail. Shit. I just feel like the terms wasn't right. You know what I'm saying?
Right, definitely. Okay, so what happened in that clip from South by Southwest that showed you getting arrested?
Yeah. I got picked up for a warrant for assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh, so that's where they got you.
Gang unit sent a picture to Austin police and was like, he's on 6th Street. I posted on my story and gang unit was watching me. They sent it.
Wow.
The warrant, XYZ warrant. And they were like, if you see him on 6th Street, pick him up. And they came and got me. Where's your gun? Don't move. Threw my hands up. You know, shit, it was like 20 of them. They ran down, put guns on my back, all types of shit. Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Shit, it's in my drawers. I'm not reaching, grab it. I ain't say shit else.
Wow.
Went in, gang unit came, pulled files out, took pictures of me, my tattoos, asked me what I bang. I don't bang. I don't bang shit. The only thing I claim is R&B. That's my shit. They were, we know who you are. We have your whole file right here. Pull out. Bro, they be at my shows taking pictures, all types of shit, bro.
Really?
Yeah, they was waiting to get me for that.
So was the vibe like that they just want to lock you up now that you're famous or well known or whatever, or is it? Do you feel like there's an extent to which they're kind of happy for you?
Because of my last name.
Really?
My daddy.
Oh, really? They remember him?
Yeah, he was on my thing.
Damn.
You know who your dad is. They had pictures of me with Maxo, pictures of me with Big X, pictures of me with Stunner.
Really?
Yeah.
Just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together, try to claim that you were associated with different gangs and shit like that?
Yeah, they were asking. They were like, you're either a Crip or you're a Blood. We know you're either one. We know you're something. Because my dad a Blood, 5-star, Maxo, everybody else, they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Just they color. I don't know if they do that for real. That's just what they saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's interesting though, because out here, almost no Mexicans are Crips or Bloods. They got their own thing.
Yeah, that's facts.
But in Texas, it's like a lot of Mexicans are Crips or Bloods too.
No, they just ride under the foot. They ride under the colors. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Interesting. So you never were tempted to join a gang officially when you were a kid?
They almost put me down.
Really?
They were finna jump me in.
What was that conversation like?
I was with it.
You were excited about it, or
not really?
Kind of whatever.
With it though, it was gonna feel good to be not by myself in the streets. You know what I'm saying? When I'm going against niggas that's clicked up and shit. But you know, went, got it. You know what I'm saying? We did what we had to do. Got it ready. I was ready to go, and I guess he was just testing my heart, like testing my gangster.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
So he had second thoughts, or you did?
He did.
But you think that was the play all along? Was he just kind of wanted to see where your head was at?
That's what I'm saying. I think he was just doing the heart check.
Damn.
Yeah. But I passed though.
That's interesting though, just because like I feel like, I mean, there's a version of being in a gang that's like chill. It's just a association, and then there's a version of it where you got to do some crazy shit.
That's what he was telling me. He was gonna put me down as a soldier.
Oh wow.
So I wasn't even gonna. That's why he was really trying to. And he ended up saying like he didn't want to do that to me and shit because he had already started getting sick at that point. And he was like he didn't want to do that to me and shit because he knew how I was, and he basically was like he knows I do. I'm not the bravest, boldest, toughest nigga. I'm not invincible. But I don't care either though. Like I go and face 50 niggas and get killed about it. Like I'm typing, you gonna have to kill me, gang. Like,
especially to your dad. It's like the number one person that you don't want to look like a bitch to.
And I didn't give a fuck. Straight up.
Really?
That's just where my head was at the time. I was young, fresh in the streets, thugging nigga mad at everybody. I ain't care. You know what I'm saying? So I was on one.
So your dad's still around?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Up still, but yeah, he's still around.
Okay. But the sickness, is that kind of like just changed who he is as a person?
Yeah, now like with my brother and sister and shit, he be there for him and shit, buy him shit for their birthdays and shit, and do all that type of shit for him. I'm happy for my siblings and shit.
Do you feel like he's proud of you? Like how much do you guys talk about your success?
We talk here and there.
And does he seem like he's
proud
excited about it? He gets it?
Yeah, he said he's proud of me and shit. He's glad that I ended up going down a different path than what everybody thought I was going to go down.
Oh, that's dope, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you got the whole city on your back where like there's just, if there's not as many people who have been successful from there, it's got to feel a little bit more important than you make it?
Shit, I got the city on my shoulders. They ain't on my back, they on my shoulders. I'm trying to push them up. I ain't no burden on me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't holding no weight on my back. I'm pushing them up. You feel me?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm so used to when I start looking into a rapper that they've got ops and that the ops are talking about them. And like so many times when I look up a rapper's name, it's like I end up finding a song by their enemies, making a song about them. But I didn't really find anything like that about you.
You ain't.
It hasn't really got to that point?
You ain't gonna find it.
Okay. Because they just don't exist, or
they don't exist
you
anymore.
haven't pissed off enough people?
No, I piss people off. They just ain't here to talk shit.
Right. Oh, well, long live them then. Do you feel like you intentionally like don't want to make your music about having beef with people or anything like that? Is that like...
Yeah, I don't like talking about shit because that's how niggas go to jail.
So if somebody came at you in a song would they just need to be at a level where you felt like it was worth responding?
Nah, I'll never respond to that. I ain't gonna lie. If a nigga came in me at a song and they was really on some shit and they wasn't just talking shit or in their feelings and they was really like, it was some real life shit going on, you ain't never gonna hear a response from me. I promise you.
Okay.
And we'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So you say the N-word. This has kind of been like a big conversation in LA about, you know, if that should be acceptable for Hispanic people to say it and everything. Is that even like a conversation where you're from, or is it just like understood that just everybody says it?
It's not even a conversation where we from. Like,
right.
Mexicans that ain't mixed, Mexicans that is mixed, Puerto Ricans, mixed niggas, everybody say it.
Mm.
Not white people though, but everybody else say it.
Right. And there's just not even a conversation about it, yeah.
Hell no, bro. We grow up so tight and so close together, bro. It's all the same. We get the same hate. We get the same love. We support each other and shit. We fight with each other and shit. Only time that changes when you get sent to the pen. But that's because it's different rules in effect. You know
Definitely.
You could be, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like my whole life, I never even thought about it. I just like every Hispanic person I knew, or most of them, said it, and I never thought twice about it. But it's kind of two different things out here, where you have some black people that are offended by it and don't think it's right, but then you also have like sort of old school, like cholo type Mexicans who they look at it like almost like a betrayal of their own race, because it's like, why would you want to go and take a slang term from black people? Like, we have our own culture. We shouldn't be using their terminology.
That's righteous. That's righteous. I don't disagree with that at all. That's righteous. But in Texas, our culture is different. Our culture is one culture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we do got like the brown pride Mexicans and the real super diehard, you know what I'm saying, black pride, blacks and shit. So, but that's like the old heads.
Yeah. You ever been to Mexico?
Hell no.
No?
Mm-mm.
You're not curious?
Mm-mm. I don't know what's going on out there.
It's just too crazy. You just hear stories?
Nah, I know people out there. I don't want to go out there for no reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got no business being out there.
Yeah. Besides going to like touristy areas, really, like I went to Tijuana one time and definitely had like the craziest strip club experience of my life, but I never went back. And when I think about it now, I'd be way more worried about going, just because it just feels like anything could happen out there.
Yeah, facts, for sure. It's going down. I know hella people out there. My partner keep trying to get me to go out there. He keep, come on, we come down, we pick you up from the border, we be with the police the whole time, we be 50 deep. Not police, I'm not going. Ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that mean police officers. Nigga, none of them police officers.
What, is there just like a feeling that if you go down there, it's just going to be some kind of situation that you're not going to be able to have a hold on?
It's going down. Just because they got 50 niggas with trucks and guns don't mean it ain't another group of 50 niggas just on a different side with trucks and guns. You know what I'm saying? Be going to war. It's a war zone.
Definitely.
It is not the trenches. It's a war. That's Iraq. That's Afghanistan. That's a war zone. Them niggas outside with rockets and shit.
Yeah.
Going to war.
Because like I was out there a couple years ago in Tulum, which is like the most epic tourist place. It's all corny ass white people and shit on the beaches and everything. But then when you're walking around the town and you just see like the military vehicles coming through with mad dudes with ARs and the full body armor and everything, and you're kind of like, oh, that's what it takes to make the crazy violent street shit not spill over into the tourist destinations. They gotta have those type of people out here.
That's not the military.
Oh yeah?
That's the cartel.
Really?
Yeah.
Could have fooled me, but yeah, I don't know.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's different out there. That whole government is
it's
different out there, bro. It's a whole different thing going on.
You realize how different it is when you hear about how many politicians get killed out there. And you're like, oh, that's something that doesn't really take place out here, and that's terrifying.
Yeah, that's for a reason, bro. But I'm just assuming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just assuming.
Definitely. I heard you have some negative things to say about LA's Mexican food. You still trying to live that down?
No, nigga, Texas food is shitting on y'all Mexican food, bro.
Texas food's pretty good, but it's like a different vibe. I feel like you guys just eat more out there. There's more high calorie individuals in Texas. You're the rare skinny one.
Man, y'all look, okay, y'all got good Mexican food like fajitas and shit, but we got real. Like, do you know what guisada is? Guisada? Y'all got that out here?
I don't know.
See?
I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to cuisine in general, I guess.
Man, guisada, all that type of shit. I mean, y'all probably got good ceviche. I feel like y'all got good, like, the tropical Mexican food. We got, like, the desert Mexican food, like, on some shit.
I feel like you have, like, buffets.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to take care of our tortoise.
All right, this is all I gotta say. You do gotta take care of the tortoise. That's all I gotta say. In-N-Out shits on Whataburger. Hate to break it to you. It's not even close. I don't know why. I've always just had a grudge against Whataburger in general.
You know what? Look, I ain't never had real California In-N-Out.
Oh, shit. Gotta get you in there.
I've had In-N-Out out there. We got In-N-Out in Texas.
Oh, you do?
But I always hear like it ain't the same.
Really?
Yeah. Y'all's more greasy and more better, just juicy, just good.
You guys do have Waffle House. We don't have that.
Yeah, Waffle House gas, but I ain't gonna lie, I like Roscoe's more.
Roscoe's is good, yeah.
I just ate Roscoe's, like, just right now.
Something about Waffle House just being everywhere, though.
Man, it's really not everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, it's everywhere, but it ain't everywhere. Like,
yeah, I guess it depends what area.
Yeah,
definitely. So I did want to ask you about there's one legendary gangster coming out of Texas right now that I've become a fan of, D. Kane.
Man, what about him?
I bet you thought I didn't know about D. Kane.
Man, what about him?
I just wanted to know what's the vibe on the streets of about this guy.
That nigga's a TikToker.
He is? Oh, shit.
That nigga's a straight TikToker, gang. That nigga got online, try to talk on my name and shit.
Oh, he tried to use you for a clout infusion.
No, he did an interview and that nigga basically tried to say I was fanned out.
What?
So I texted him, I said, hey, what's wrong with you, nigga? Take my name out your mouth before I come and check you about it, this and that.
Oh, okay.
He's not going that way. That's why he got on his story. Anything I said about RNB.FOEMOB was not meant to be taken that way.
Really?
I ain't go run to the internet. I texted him, nigga, I'm on your ass.
Oh, shit.
He cleared that shit up.
Damn, all right. I'm out here thinking that dude's like the most gangster dude out.
Stop it. You for real? Stop it.
I do like him though. He's like super entertaining. That's one of my favorite TikTok follows.
He cool people, but yeah, he just tried some little hoe ass shit. I mean, I don't got no issue with him now after he cleared it up. I wouldn't work with him.
Okay.
But he doing his thing though. I'm not hating, I'm not knocking him. He doing his thing. He got his shit rolling, nigga. I know he got that shit moving for sure.
Okay, for sure. Okay, what about so did you move to Atlanta at some point?
No.
Oh, that's fake news. Okay.
Fake news.
Okay.
Them niggas went and took a picture off of bro's story of us at a house recording, and they were like, RNB.FOEMOB, catch us out on the house in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what I saw. Yeah. And I didn't even bother to watch it. I was just like, oh, shit, he moved to Atlanta. That's crazy.
I just got on my story not that long ago. I was like, I did not move to Atlanta.
Got it.
Everybody thought I moved to Atlanta. I did not move out there.
Is that somewhere you spend a decent amount of time, though? You fuck with it?
I fuck with Atlanta. It's like Houston, but more blacker. It's live.
Yeah.
It's going down in Atlanta. It's live in a bitch. I love Atlanta.
Yeah. It's a good time out there.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Fire too.
Could you imagine yourself moving anywhere besides Texas?
Uh-huh.
Out here or?
Yeah. LA.
Just the opportunities?
Yeah. That's another reason I be in Atlanta too. It's a lot of opportunities, but I wouldn't move out there because it's basically Texas in my head. It's still South. It's not too much of a difference. Out here is different. It's executives and labels and everything's out here. Atlanta's good for music culture, but not for the business side of the music culture. You still gonna have to take you a trip to New York or LA or you know what I'm saying?
There's a great culture in Atlanta, but if you really want to make it, I feel like it's going to be tough compared to like New York or LA. But I mean, these days everybody does kind of move around a lot in general. But do you feel like you can really fully make it by staying in Texas? Because I feel like Texas kind of has a lot of its own media and stuff at this point. There is a lot of stuff going on. But I guess it's just everybody got to move around at this point as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's so many people just in bro, okay, like I drove to Colorado from San Antonio, 16-hour drive. 11 and a half hours of that drive, I was in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not even coming from the very bottom. I think it's like 14 hours or some shit to go from one end to the other.
Right.
It's so many people, so much media, so many artists out there that if your name never left Texas at all, not even once, you would still be good. And
right.
Like you could still live and survive and ball off of music just from being in Texas.
Definitely.
Everybody's so tight knit out there, you know what I'm saying? It would take longer for sure. But it's going down. Do
you think about that like you kind of have two paths in front of you and one is like countrywide, international stardom and one is just being like a hometown hero?
I feel like they're all the same path. It's all a part of it. Hometown hero. And then shit, I'm just keep going into a hometown superhero. Once a nigga in France on stage performing, I'm like, hey, shout out San Antonio, Texas. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. Everybody gonna be, what the f is out there?
Right.
Whole city going up. Economy, tourism, outlet boosting that. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger picture for me.
Right.
I'm seeing more. I'm seeing more than just the music scene. I'm seeing it in general.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. The lean. Is it a problem, or you think you got it under control?
Nah, it ain't no problem. I love it.
Okay.
It ain't no issue.
So as soon as you started getting money, that just became a hobby, or before that?
Yeah. But I slowed down a lot on it though. It put a big dent. Bro, I spent like a 50 ball on drink in 3 months.
Really?
Yeah, had to slow that down.
I mean, shit, you must have a pretty good plug if you could even spend that much. With lean, it's like kind of hard to even find it. Really?
It was like $200 a line for Tris, $250 a line for Tris.
Yeah.
Quaking, $275.
Wait, you're saying that's cheap?
Bro, I'm hearing other cities like, I heard out here it's going for like $400, bro.
Shit, I ain't been updated because I ain't heard about that. That's crazy.
It's expensive, bro. Up north, like New York and shit, niggas buy 2 lines for like that nigga $800.
Yeah.
I get a whole half a pint for $800.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
But do you like? I feel like this kind of like a Texas thing of drinking lean in more of a gentlemanly style, where you just don't get completely fucking loaded and drink like insane amounts of it. I feel like a lot of dudes in Texas, like I heard Paul Wall say that before, of like in Texas, we know how to control ourselves and we don't go nuts with it, so we don't end up having as many health problems as perhaps people in other states. Yeah, facts. It's a we grow up around it. We see everybody on it all the time. Nigga, we put that shit on our blunts, on our black cigarettes. You dip your shit in there, smoke it, all types of shit. So for us, it's more like if I had like, let's say this is lean, I'm sitting here sipping it. It's the same thing. It like a cup of bourbon on the rocks. You know what I'm saying? You just sip on it. Yeah. Taste, get your little high, get your little buzz, and you cool. Yeah. You might have like 3-4 more, but I mean, shit. Yeah. Man, to each his own. I remember when I interviewed ESTG that he pulled out a blunt and then he pulled out a 5-hour energy because I think he had just got off the plane, and he started putting whatever was in the 5-hour energy on his blunt, and I was like, "What is that?" And he was like, he told me it was 5-hour energy, and I believed him for some reason. He's like, "Yeah, this gives me a lot of energy." Yeah, it's 5-hour energy. You know what I'm saying? I think about it now, I'm like, wow, I can't believe I didn't put it together. Yeah. That was kind of embarrassing in retrospect, but it should go down. You get right through anything with that bitch in there. Yeah. No, yeah. The little shampoo bottles too, I heard, is crucial. I don't want to give the whole game away, but I ain't never heard of that. I don't know. Hey, 5-hour energy though, to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. Are there any Hispanic artists in LA that you would like to collaborate with or that you listen to? Shit, I just did something with Bravo the Bag Chaser. Oh yeah, he's hard. I did something with Faye, 300 from Fresno. Oh shit, shout out to Faye. Yeah. Me and Peso talking about some. I think right. Peso is my number one draft pick out of LA. I think he's the hardest hard. Peso hard. I fuck with his music. R.I.P. Moneybag Suede, because he was always pretty much. I thought he was the GOAT at a certain point too. Yeah, that's my boy partner. Yeah, rest in peace to him for sure. Yeah, shit. But I don't really listen to too much Cali music. Really? Yeah, I mean, well, no, I'm lying, but I don't listen to like Hispanic artists from here. Besides, I listen to Peso. Okay, yeah. Who's your favorite rappers currently in general? In general, like if you were driving around, what you're most likely listening to? Shit, I'm probably playing some Wayne or some Rio. Shout out Rio. Shit, it just depends on my mood. I might be bumping Sade, nigga. Right around with that thing on me, nigga. Sade bumping. Man, the taste right there. Yeah. There's a new Wayne album I haven't actually got a chance to listen to. It came out last night. For real? Yeah, he finally dropped, yeah. I'm finna go bump that hell right now. Yeah. I swear to God, I'm finna look it up. I don't want to let you down by telling you what people are saying about it on Twitter, but nah, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna figure it out for myself. Yeah. I'm trying to not like. I keep reading these tweets and being like, all right, I gotta listen to myself. I'm not gonna let you guys like change my opinion before it drops. Oh man, say it ain't so. But definitely. Okay, so what you got coming up? Anything that you're excited about, or any moves in particular that you're planning on? Shit, it's a lot. We got a lot lined up. A lot of music finna drop. A couple albums and mixtapes, singles, videos. We got shit stacking up. Then we finna start dropping. Hell yeah. Back to back shows. We finna end this tour. Probably start another one before the year ends. That's what's up. Got it going on. You're not scared to hit the road? You're trying to do that as much as possible? Hell no, I ain't scared to hit the road. Look, that's a big change. It used to be like if you blew up as a rapper, you just had to be on the road all the time, and now it feels like rappers just kind of just like stay home more often than not.
I've been on the road. Shit, bro, ain't even. This is first time back out here at home in like 2.5 months.
Really,
just been beating that road up. Nigga live from right 8, 9, 10 hour drives, fading them 5, 6 hours, 4 hours, fading them back to back.
Getting to the money, huh?
Getting to that paper.
That's what's up. I like it, man. Yeah. Shout out to you and everything you got going on. Everybody, go listen to my man, RNB.FOEMOB.
You feel me?
Tap in.
Texas.
Yeah, John from Texas. I'm about to be out there in a couple of weeks, so
let me know.
I'm gonna hit you up.
Yeah,
for sure.
Let me know.
All right, everybody, go turn him up. No Jumper, coolest podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bitch, I'm from Texas.
Yeah.